Testing. Hi there, guys. My name is Rohan Bebe, and today we are going to be talking about what if we drilled through the earth? What happens if we just made one straight line from the north to the south? Okay, and you might think, it's a pretty thrilling idea. Why not do it? It's so much worse than you can ever think because it's super hot inside here. But we'll talk about that. So let's say in the future, whatever, we make a super drill, okay? So we make a super drill and attempt to do the impossible and drill an entire hole through the entire earth. Let's just try to get to the other side as fast as we can. Just whoop through the earth. So let's start our journey at the crust. This is mainly where we live, okay? It's around 60 miles thick, and that's like super thick. It might not sound that thick compared to other parts of the earth, but do you know the deepest hole ever made by mankind is only 7.5 miles? Only 7.9 miles, somewhere in Russia, okay? And because of that, that just shows in comparison to the actual girth of the crust. So let's say we start drilling through, okay? Pressure starts to skyrocket about around 4,000 pressure below after sea level, okay? Below sea level, 4,000 pressure immediately just pushing into it. And it gets so hot that it could even start to melt steel, okay? But let's say somehow we made it through. Now we're in the mantle, okay? And the mantle is around 1,740 miles thick, and it's so hot and scorching that it is around 2,570 degrees in Fahrenheit, and is mostly made up of molten rock and tectonic plates. Okay, it's like super burning, and basically our little super drill is just gonna burn up in there, right? But then we'd have to use more tougher materials such as titanium to possibly kind of possibly get through the mantle. So let's say we did it somehow. Okay, we somehow made it through the mantle for fun. It's just fantasy and fun games, okay? Now we're in the outer core of the earth, okay? In the outer core, now we're deep from the surface to the outer core is around 1,800 miles thick, okay? Now we're currently at. And it gets so hot, like super scorching hot, around 7,200 degrees in Fahrenheit to 9,000 degrees in Fahrenheit. Okay? And it's basically just an ocean of lava, which means drilling through this would be like drilling through molten soup. Okay? And it's mainly comprised of molten iron and nickel. Okay? So you'd be drilling through this, and most likely get super hot that, well, your ship it gets so hot, so much stress it'll just melt. But let's say for the fun of imagination, we continue to move, okay? Now we are in the inner core, the innermost layer of the earth, okay? Now from here to the surface, this is around 350 million pressure, okay? The pressure is 350 million, okay? And the drill is getting so much stress, okay? But due to this pressure that by then it was just boom, bursted, dead, destroyed, okay? And also that due to how hot it is in the inner core, that it basically turns the molten iron and nickel into more sturdier type of thing, okay? So we're just drilling through that somehow. But let's say, I don't know, possibly, well, not possibly, but some lucky random chance, like 0.00000.1% chance we actually make it through the inner core. So now that we've crossed through the inner core, now let's flip things on the other side, okay? Now, unlike before, where gravity was on your side and pushing it, okay? Now that we're on the other side, gravity is starting to pull you to the place where you originally came from the south. Okay, so the more you go up, the more harder it is. And it's basically the same journey from all this to back. Okay, but the gravity is just pulling it so strong. Okay, it's just pulling on our super drill. Okay, let's say somehow you get out of the outer core. Now you're in the mantle again. Still, the temperature is scorching. Okay, and we somehow get through the crust, which is basically just a breeze. Unlike the other parts of the Earth, we eventually make it out to the surface, and that's it. And what basically happens after you're either gonna end up in the ocean because most of the Earth is covered in ocean, or B, you just come out of some poor neighbor's yard, some guy's backyard. Okay, just earthquake rumbling happens, and all of a sudden a drill pops up. That could also happen, but most likely you'll end up in the ocean, so you might have to swim for a bit. And that's basically what would happen if you dug a drill, or well, not dug, but if you drilled through the earth. Okay, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.